Proud to be a Georgia farmer is sponsored by the Georgia Peanut Commission.
When we asked Will Boyd if we should refer to him as a farmer in this piece, here's what he said.
Yeah, that's all I am.
All, he says? As if the fact that 98% of us are fed and clothed because of the efforts of 2% of Americans like Will isn't a reason to shout it from the rooftop.
We produce food and fiber for the country. There's less than 2% of us now as a country's population, and therefore anybody else can have another job. You can be a doctor, a lawyer, a newsman, whatever you want to be. You don't have to plant a garden. You can go to the grocery store and you have a cheap food source, a safe food source, and I think that's something we take for granted.
There was a time when it wasn't this way.
We started that in 1763.
You know, years ago, everybody had a small farm. That's how this country started.
When America was founded, over 90% of us were farmers, and most of what a family farmed, they also ate and wore.
My grandmother was born here on this farm in 1909. She was one of 16 children, and so she was the only one that stayed here and farmed.
The experiences of colonial days in America created a bond between the families and the land, a bond that still exists today.
It's not land, it's not an asset, it's just part of us. Like, farming's not something you become, it's who you are.
People that are successful in farming, they maybe didn't necessarily choose the job chose them.
Tonight we'll spend some time with some of the people who farming has chosen, people for whom faith, family, and land are still the center of their lives as they were when America was founded, people who are proud to be Georgia farmers.
How about a PB&J in a parfait? Oh yeah, it's pretty much the perfect combo of a comfort food with decadent layers of delish. Shake and refrigerate overnight to make the jam. Whisk peanut butter into coconut milk. Layer in mason jars. Top with fresh fruit and enjoy. For more peanut-inspired recipe inspiration, go to gapeanuts.com.
Tune into the Farm Monitor to learn about the food you eat and the farmers who grow it.
For more than 50 years, the Farm Monitor has told the story of Georgia agriculture through feature stories, crop updates, in-season recipes, and more.
Watch us on WTOC Saturdays at 5:30 a.m.
The First Alert Weather Team is dedicated to delivering you the most accurate forecast daily, on air, online, and on our app. Count on the First Alert Weather Team on WTOC. Live, local, now.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Mr. C.
Before I was a lawyer, I was a school teacher. I took confusing ideas and made them easy to understand. And now our firm helps you understand your rights after a car wreck. Just call 999-9999.
It's Truck Month at the GM Giant in Statesboro, Franklin Chevrolet. Get Franklin's biggest truck discounts on the all-new redesigned Chevy Silverado and all-new GMC Sierra. Plus, get last chance savings on all remaining 2018 Silverados and Sierras. Like $12,000 off Silverados and Sierras. $12,000 off. Save $9,000 off new Tahoes or Acadia models. Your trade, we want it. Your payment, we'll work to lower it. Your business, we'll earn it. At Franklin Chevrolet, the GM Giant in Statesboro.
It's been said, the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at something worth doing. For over 80 years, Georgia Farm Bureau has stood behind farmers and rural communities, delivering protection and a voice to those who provide for their families and yours. Grassroots support, homegrown savings, Georgia Farm Bureau.
Looking for justice after an accident? All you need to remember is the twos. The consultation is always free. Call 222-2222 for the Eichholtz Law Firm. TheJusticeLawyer.com.
You're looking at what Will Boyd is starting with in March, a field of dirt. But come mid-April, he'll start turning that dirt into a crop that grows better in Georgia than anywhere else in the world.
Peanuts are just well suited to our soil. Georgia grows more peanuts than any other state. I think we could probably grow half of the peanuts in the whole country.
For our farmers, we're about a $500 million to $600 million farm gate value. But when you look at how that multiplies out in the industry, it's well over 2 times of a multiplier just from the farm gate back to the people that supply the farmers. That's not even moving forward to the processing and all that. So, you know, we're a multi-billion-dollar industry for the folks here in Georgia, and that doesn't just impact us in South Georgia. That impacts the entire state.
And so peanuts are our main cash crop here on this farm and have been all of my life.
Boyd farms 4,000 acres in Screven and Effingham counties alongside his father and brother. He believes deeply in the values that are passed through the land across generations.
I mean, if you don't have somebody to carry on the legacy, why do it? I mean, there's not a sunset on a farm. It's a building process, and so what we want to do is leave it for the next generation and the next one after that, hopefully better than where we found it.
The citizens in Georgia need to wake up and pay attention.
Another hallmark of a farmer's life is a willingness to help out your neighbors when a need arises. In 2018, that need was weather-related when Hurricane Michael ripped across South Georgia's peanut belt.
So we saw some areas that were hard to believe, actually.
Despite the devastation, the farming community stood together.
Yeah, we're a really tight community. We, last year we had a hurricane, we had bad weather, real inclement, just a hard harvest. And several of our neighbors came over and helped us harvest in the end, and we help neighbors and for no cost. Like, we just swap out work and share, and it's a sharing community and a good community. If somebody's in need, we all come to help.
In recent times, farmers have taken neighborliness to the next level as they've banded together to accomplish things that no individual farmer could tackle.
In recent times, the American Peanut Grower Group in Donaldsonville, Premium Peanut, largest peanut processing and shelling plant on earth. It's actually in Douglas, Georgia. Tifton Quality Peanuts, another great example in the peanut industry where producers have come together. They own a stake, provide an initial point where their product that they produce from the field is marketed, but then they own a stake in the value-added activities of preparing that commodity to be used as an ingredient for candies or roasted nuts or whatever it might be. So many agricultural cooperative opportunities and success stories out there, and I think that's really going to be a part of our future moving forward too.
Well, working together is always going to be important, especially at the current trend now as far as what equipment costs. A lot of times you may not grow enough cotton to be able to afford some of these new cotton pickers. So if somebody has one and you're able to work out a deal with them, or even if you're paying them per acre to harvest, that allows you to grow that crop and get it harvested. Otherwise, you're looking at having to purchase more land and more equipment investment, and there's a lot of times commodity prices just won't support a large growth at one time. So it's extremely important as far as working together in various crops.
Anytime you pick out one of these red bags of peanuts, you're supporting Georgia's peanut farmers.
In 1961, Georgia's 4,500 peanut farmers joined together to create the Georgia Peanut Commission. The results of that creation have been dramatic.
Some of the things that we do on their behalf is fund research projects through the University of Georgia or USDA, as well as promotion and educational initiatives throughout the state.
When we got started in 1961, yields weren't anywhere near even a ton to the acre. And right now we're well over 2 tons to the acre. So our research programs have really helped push that research and extension.
There are numerous ways these commissions work together to take the farmer's story, to take the producers, just to build that relationship between the consumer and the producer, which is something that's very popular now. And I think their mission has been important in the past, but I think even going to be far more so in the future as we continue to bridge this gap between producer and consumer.
We've continued to maintain a successful farm safety net for our farmers to be able to deal with things like hurricanes and issues like that. We've been good advocates in Washington to keep a peanut farm program that allows some level of support when things get really snaky out there for the farmers, when we have things like hurricanes and droughts and those kind of issues.
The research that the Peanut Commission helps fund has been particularly important in uncovering the stunning health benefits of peanuts.
We know that heart disease is the #1 killer of men and women in the United States and many parts of the world. We also know that cancer is the second leading cause of death in the United States. And then we also know that many Americans are plagued with diabetes. It is interesting and amazing that peanuts can help to prevent all three of these chronic diseases. And we have the research to show that. Just in 2018 alone, we saw a review that came out from Loma Linda University that showed that peanut consumption can not only reduce your risk for developing heart disease, but also dying from heart disease. And that is a significant benefit that I think that all Americans can appreciate.
And now, national research has provided a pathway to nearly eliminate the threat of peanut allergies.
The other things we do are educate not only farmers but consumers, and a big issue that we've had right now that we're really excited about. Peanut allergy is something that everybody kind of knows that it's an issue for us. But we have a couple of things going. One is oral immunotherapy that now is working, and even more so is the early introduction to children, where the pediatricians now recommend that you introduce children by 4 months old to peanut protein. And that way you can avoid peanut allergy in about 94% of the cases where it would typically occur.
Now, you may not have thought of peanuts as a way to fight poverty and hunger, particularly on a global scale, but think through its nutritional value, the fact that it's non-perishable, and its price, and you'll come to a conclusion that can change lives.
Peanuts are just such a good, healthy food, and when you can grow something that's good and healthy and it's cheap, a cheap source of protein. So what you're talking about, third world countries and people in need, they pack easily, they ship easily, and so they're really, it's just almost a perfect food.
Are you ready for the perfect make-ahead meal? This peanut power bowl combines a superfood with superpowers. All thanks to, you guessed it, the peanut. First, make a heart-healthy peanut sauce with coconut milk, peanut butter, and a fresh squeeze of lime. Load your bowl with a fiber-rich grain base like farro or quinoa. Then add veggies, a pop of citrus, some antioxidants, and good fat. For more delicious recipe inspiration, go to gapeanuts.com.
Boatin' RV Megastore, proud member of Factory Direct Marine and RV, has the largest inventory of boats in the area. Test drive a boat today. Whether buying for sport or leisure, we have the widest selection of pontoons, bow riders, and center consoles. Factory Direct pricing on brands such as Carabel, Key Largo, and Lexington. You won't find a better deal in the Lowcountry or Coastal Empire. Payments as low as $178 a month. Boatin' RV Megastore, 401 Sycamore Drive, exit 21 off of I-95.
Are you ready for the perfect make-ahead meal? This peanut power bowl combines a superfood with superpowers. All thanks to, you guessed it, the peanut. First, make a heart-healthy peanut sauce with coconut milk, peanut butter, and a fresh squeeze of lime. Load your bowl with a fiber-rich grain base like farro or quinoa. Then add veggies, a pop of citrus, some antioxidants, and good fat. For more delicious recipe inspiration, go to gapeanuts.com.
Hi folks, Brooks and Dave here with Adams Motorsports, Honda Statesboro. When you're looking to purchase a new Wave Runner, motorcycle, ATV, side-by-side, or farm equipment, there are several things you need to consider. Performance, durability, reliability, and comfort.
Here at Adams Motorsports, we're your one-stop shop for all of your power sports needs. Our service department is multi-line certified with years of experience to help keep you going. We are proud to have served Bullitt County and the surrounding area for over 50 years, and we look forward to the opportunity turning your business.
It's the return of the Monster Truck Sprint Nationals. 3 giant shows April 5th, 6th, and 7th at Oglethorpe Speedway, Pooler, Georgia. You'll see 2-time world champion Equalizer, the world's largest monster truck, Mighty Monster, Monster Patrol, Interfoot, and more. And featuring the X Games world champion BMX stunt team. See 8 of the best riders in the world defy gravity with their high-flying tricks. Kids get to meet the Minions with VIP tickets. Get your tickets now, and don't miss the big one.
There's good news for you at the grocery store and the clothing boutique. Prices aren't just reasonable, they're doggone cheap, at least as far as the cost from the farmer is concerned.
We selling cotton now for cheaper than what my daddy was when I was 10, 11 years old.
Well, I tell you what, if General Motors was as efficient as the American farmer, a new Cadillac would cost $15,000. So I think your return on investment in the farm world is pretty good.
Farmers like Appling County's Steve Griffis have kept prices so low by improving their efficiency and increasing their yield, which is the amount of crop each acre produces. Yield, says Griffis, is the whole ball of wax when it comes to farming.
With the decreasing commodity prices, you have to find ways to make higher yields.
Well, if you can get the same amount of corn on 1 acre that it used to take 3 or 4, then that will ultimately makes a huge difference.
The other key to farmer survival is crop diversification.
Corn, peanuts, and cotton, wheat, rye. We also have a haying operation.
Rather than putting all your eggs in one basket.
Well, it's very important to stay diversified simply because you spread that chance of risk out as far as what commodity prices may be, what different equipment prices may be, but the market rises and falls all the time, so the more things you have as far as getting a chance of return on revenue, then the better you have a chance of being successful.
The farm economy is severely depressed, and so peanuts can't carry all the water either on the farm. Farmers like growing peanuts, and most farmers are making some money on peanuts, but other commodity prices are kind of low, and so that's the biggest challenge we have, is just the farm economy kind of being in the tank right now.
Farmers like Griffis are slogging through the tough times by being more efficient and increasing their productivity.
People see a cotton picker come in a field that costs, $500,000 or more. They think, well, they've got a lot invested, but people don't see it that way. They see it as, well, look how good the farmer's doing. Well, we're the only people that buy everything at a retail price and then turn around and have to sell it at a wholesale price.
But in spite of all the troubles, he'll stay true to a profession that's in his blood.
I grew my first crop of cotton right across these trees here when I was 15.
Smoothies packed with peanut-powered protein are perfect for breakfast on the go or for refueling after a workout. There is nothing I love more than a good old-fashioned PB&J, but no need to cut the crusts off. We're going to make the smoothie version. I'm using peanut milk as the base of this smoothie, which adds so much creamy, nutty flavor. Peanut milk is delicious on its own, but adding in a couple tablespoons of creamy peanut butter with frozen strawberries takes it over the top. I'm adding in a frozen banana too, which always gives smoothies more of a milkshake consistency. Throw in some ice cubes and power up your blender. Now this is what you call pureed perfection. The perfect topping, a little more drizzled peanut butter. You can thank the heart-healthy fats, fiber, and protein from peanuts for helping to fuel your metabolism and stabilize your blood sugar. For more great recipes and information, go to the Georgia Peanut Commission website at gapeanuts.com.
Welcome to New River Dental Center, conveniently located off Highway 278 close to Sun City and Bluffton. Dr. Andrea Guess and her team will provide your family with total dental care in a relaxing atmosphere.
It's a great place, it's convenient. I have been so happy with the work done at New River Dental.
Recomiendo a todas las personas que quieran arreglarse sus dientes que vengan a New River. Yo sé que les va a gustar.
Call or go online today to schedule an appointment at New River Dental Center.
Shop, savor, and share the fun at Savannah's favorite event for women, the Southern Women's Show, March 29th through 31st at the Savannah Convention Center. Enjoy a weekend of the best boutique and retail shopping around. Meet Savannah Chrisley from Chrisley Knows Best. Grab your girls in a front row seat at the Firefighter Fashion Show. And don't miss the Eat It and Like It cooking stage. Host Jesse Blanco brings a lineup of hot local chefs, live demos, tastings, and more. Details and discount tickets available at southernwomenshow.com.
When I get up, the birds aren't even out yet. If I didn't go out and run in the morning, I wouldn't feel energetic for the rest of the day. I ran 2 New York City marathons, and at the end of the race, even though you don't come in first, you're still a winner. I'm Karen from Sun City, and running is what drives me. And I drive a Toyota from Stokes Toyota.
Whatever it is that drives you, drive home a new 2019 Toyota Corolla for just $155 a month from either Stokes Toyota location in Beaufort or Hilton Head today.
You choose to call these coastal sands home, to live a life that intertwines with the past, to work in wide open spaces. And you choose to be healthy too, because smart medicine lives here. St. Joseph's Candler serves 33 counties in the region, leading the area with the latest medical technology, breakthrough treatments, and compassionate care. Live smart.
But see how they loaded with berries?
Pete Waller says he's the last man standing in Chatham County.
We are the last working farm in the county. There's some cattle farms there, but we're in the last agricultural working farm, row crop business. We still plant corn, and we plant watermelons and cantaloupes and small vegetables.
I like that sign. It's pretty cool looking sign. Pete's Ottawa Farms has met the challenge of farming in the city by changing his approach and the scale of his operation.
I think in the future that you're either going to be farming 10,000 acres or you're going to be in a small operation where you have specialty crops and you have pick your own. People come out to your farms and pick, and a small store on the farm, and that's what I see in the future for a small operation to be able to stay in business. I said nobody's going to come pick no strawberries out here in the country. Well, we planted about a quarter of an acre to start with, and lo and behold, before you turn around, they had them berries picked out.
Despite his skepticism, Ottawa Farms, situated on 750 acres in Bloomingdale, chose pick your own.
It doesn't leave the farm. Farm to table is what I do. Goes on somebody's table. We don't carry anything to farmers markets. We don't carry anything to any chains, grocery stores. Everything leaves right here and goes on someone's table. We picked berries last Saturday, and we picked 1,000 pounds of berries last Saturday. Wow. And we'll probably have to be open Saturday and Sunday this week incoming, so we got a pretty good crop of berries that's getting ready to go here. And one thing we look for when we get a variety of berries, we want a lot of shelf life in the field on them.
Right.
We want to be able to, when a berry gets ripe, we want it to be able to stay in good shape for a couple of weeks. And look at the red going down that road there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
A lot of red berries on them.
Berries weren't all Pete was wrong about.
When we started this corn maze there 15 years ago, I didn't figure anybody would pay you to walk through a cornfield. I've been walking through them all my life, but I was very much surprised at how much people enjoy coming and walking through a cornfield and they're going through a maze. Then we pull the gate, and they all come out at one time.
Pete's operation has flourished into a full-blown festival that draws folks from miles around.
Agritourism is all about entertaining and educating people on the farm where the food comes from. And we have a strawberry festival every year, second weekend in April. It's 13th and 14th this year. And we'll have, over the weekend, we'll have probably 10,000 people come in. And we'll have music all day, entertainment for children, anything children wants to do, from horseback riding to camel riding to any kind of rides will be here.
The success of his festival is complemented by a rodeo that Waller says is a natural fit.
As far as I'm concerned, rodeos is part of agriculture. That's where it really started at. And the corn mazes, that's part of agriculture. And the more crowns they have, the more berries you're going to get.
Despite his centuries-old roots in traditional farming, Pete Waller is showing the next generation of farmers one way to a future that keeps them on the land and in the soil.
I love what I do, and this is my life.
Barbecue sauce or peanut sauce? Why choose? Combine them for a showstopper hot wing recipe. Peanut butter is the surprise guest in this spicy sweet sauce. Lay out your wings on a sheet pan with a baking rack. Bake at 425 for about 40 minutes. Flip the wings halfway through. While the wings are cooking, make the sauce. Get ready to drench those crisp and juicy wings. Just call it the magic of peanut butter and watch those wings disappear. For more information and delicious recipe inspiration, go to gapeanuts.com.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Mr. Singh.
Before I was a lawyer, I was a school teacher. I took confusing ideas and made them easy to understand. And now our firm helps you understand your rights after a car wreck. Just call 999-9999.
I hated our bathtub. But who has time for a remodel? Not this family. Then I heard about Bath Fitter. They put a beautiful new bathtub right over our old one. Bath Fitter also has seamless walls that provide a watertight fit. There's no mess, no demolition, and they get it done in as little as 1 day. Plus, they provide a lifetime guarantee. Thanks to Bath Fitter, I have a bathtub I love.
It's been said, the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at something worth doing. For over 80 years, Georgia Farm Bureau has stood behind farmers and rural communities, delivering protection and a voice to those who provide for their families and yours. Grassroots support, homegrown savings, Georgia Farm Bureau.
It's Truck Month at the GM Giant in Statesboro, Franklin Chevrolet. Get Franklin's biggest truck discounts on the all-new redesigned Chevy Silverado and all-new GMC Sierra. Plus, get last chance savings on all remaining 2018 Silverados and Sierras, like $12,000 off Silverados and Sierras. $12,000 off. Save $9,000 off new Tahoes or Acadia models. Your trade, we want it. Your payment, we'll work to lower it. Your business, we'll earn it. At Franklin Chevrolet, the GM Giant in Statesboro.
George Singh injury lawyers
settled my case
for $100,000.
$300,000. For $125,000.
$60,000.
$225,000.
My law firm wants to help you. Call us at 912 all nines.
I think what we said at the beginning bears repeating. Less than 2% of us who are farmers in America are responsible for feeding and clothing the other 98%. And as we learned tonight, they do it more efficiently than ever before. It seems to me like they embody values that have gone by the wayside as we moved from a nation of farmers in the American countryside to a nation of workers fighting traffic jams and frenzied commutes. Faith, family, and land seem to be the values still alive and well beyond the city limit sign, and I'm not sure that wouldn't be a better place for us all. To the farmers of South Georgia, our profound thanks and respect for the prosperous life that's grown from your soil. Good night.
Proud to be a Georgia farmer is sponsored by the Georgia Peanut Commission.
Barbecue sauce or peanut sauce? Why choose? Combine them for a showstopper hot wing recipe. Peanut butter is the surprise guest in this spicy sweet sauce. Lay out your wings on a sheet pan with a baking rack. Bake at 425 for about 40 minutes. Flip the wings halfway through. While the wings are cooking, make the sauce. Get ready to drench those crisp and juicy wings. Just call it the magic of peanut butter and watch those wings disappear. For more information and delicious recipe inspiration, go to gapeanuts.com.